My name is Bruce Ganger. I'm the President and CEO of Feeding Northeast Florida. We're here today at our food distribution center where we have spent the morning collecting food that would have otherwise been thrown away from retail grocers, from manufacturers, from packing houses and farms. The food comes back here. It is sorted and inspected to ensure that it still has some useful life, and then we will distribute that out into the community through a network of over 160 community groups, church food pantries, feeding sites like the Sulzbacher Center, Salvation Army, City Rescue Mission. Those organizations who are rooted in the communities know who the hungry folks are in those communities. They rely on Feeding Northeast Florida to be that source, that reliable supplier of food to them, so the monies they're raising for their life-saving programs can be invested there instead of providing food. In fact, a lot of the noise you hear in the background here is that activity taking place. It's people boxing and sorting and organizing food and getting it ready for distribution out of here later this afternoon and tomorrow and the day after and the day after. Last year, we distributed 10.3 million pounds of food, which equates to about 8.5 million meals. But we know that in order to satisfy the need for food in the community, we need to be sourcing and distributing 40 million pounds of food in order to help make that happen. 1 in 4 kids in the community don't know if, how, when they will next eat. So if we look at that as a summer feeding program, there are 204,000 children under the age of 18 in Duval County. That means that on any given day this summer, 47,000 children will not know when they wake up if there will be a meal for them at some point during the course of that day. That's why our summer feeding program is so critical. Hunger causes people to lose hope. Once we can satisfy the need for food, that basic need, that fundamental need that we all have every day, once we can satisfy that need, then people can go take care of the other issues in their life. We look at some of the issues that we face as a community with healthcare and education and unemployment and the other things that are going on, and they're such big issues, and certainly hunger is a big issue for us as a community. But the neat thing about hunger is the solution to hunger is right in front of us. There is plenty of food that's available. It just needs to be moved from where it is to where it needs to be to satisfy that solution. And that's something that we can all participate in. We are in the 3rd largest agricultural state in the United States. In fact, this year, 1 billion pounds of eligible food will go to waste, go unharvested, be plowed under across the agricultural community in the state of Florida, right here in our own state. So the issue is not that there isn't enough food to solve it. The issue is that the food is not where it needs to be. So we need to get it from people's pantries. We need to get it from fields. We need to get it from manufacturers. We need to get it from retailers. And we need to move it so that it's at the point where it's needed, close to those folks, those families that are hungry. The issue of hunger is one of those issues that it really takes a village to solve. The whole village needs to be involved in it. People can donate money. For every $1 donated to Feeding Northeast Florida, we can feed 7 people. They can become volunteers and they can help us in the work of sorting, inspecting, and distributing food across the community. They can help their neighbors understand that this is a resource available to them if they're hungry or they find themselves in trouble. They can learn more about the issue and help us by educating the community so that the community has a better understanding of who's hungry and what those solutions are that we can all as a group provide. But the issue of hunger is absolutely one of those things we face as a community that it's going to take a village to solve the problem.